So I go by my nickname as Felix, and I'm from Europe.
Yeah. And so what are you doing here?
So at the moment, I just came from Lviv to take more supplies because at the moment we're running out of supplies. We have a humanitarian center over there where we send all the supplies and provisions to the front, and also we keep some so we can treat the people who are coming in Lviv from the front line.
So are you a paramedic?
Yes, I am a paramedic. Yes, I am a paramedic. I'm an individual. I just felt the rush when I saw a lot of kids crossing the border alone on the internet, and also what they're doing, the Russian armed forces that they're bombing civilians and also hospitals, which is not okay to do because we have a convention, the Geneva Convention, which protects human rights, but unfortunately the Russians don't go by that rules. So when I saw that, yeah, I came as soon as I can, and now from the 15th of March I'm in Ukraine and helping as much as I can.
Amazing. Thank you for your good work. We have been here for about almost 2 months, and so we have a big tent here to receive the refugees. We have received over 10,000 refugees.
That's absolutely amazing what you do over there, and we also want to thank you so much for your help because actually, I know the tent. I've been there, and I also helped a little bit with supplies to coming into your tent.
And so it's amazing to see how many people are coming here together to, stand with the Ukrainian people. We're the people from the new federal state of China. We're totally against this wall, and the Chinese Communist Party is Putin's friend. They're supporting the wall, and but they don't represent the Chinese people. So we are the Chinese people, real Chinese people, represented by the new federal state of China. We, just like all the Russians for Ukrainians, we're here, we're the Chinese for Ukrainians.
Yes, no. We all know that the Chinese people, which are being oppressed at the moment by the so-called government, if you'd like to call it, but it's actually a dictatorship, by Xi Jinping. We love the Chinese people. They give us so much. They have more than 2,000 years of history, and from there comes the Asian philosophy and all the great inventions like gunpowder, fireworks, and it's amazing to see the Chinese people actually bonding so good with the Europeans when they manage to escape China, because and what we see now, what is happening in China to force them into lockdowns, unfortunately, that's not okay, and they are treated worse than animals in China. So I would like to send my best regards to the Chinese people, and don't worry, everything will go go through. We'll have an end.
Thank you so much. Yesterday I saw some cats being rescued from Ukraine, and they were taken very good care of. They have passport, and they have even pet doctors to look after them, and they have food and water. But when I saw the people in Shanghai, the Chinese people being locked down, they don't have anything. So some people are so desperate that they jump off the building to commit suicide.
Yes, unfortunately, I've seen the videos with the Shanghai, and also they're starting to revolt by hitting their pens and everything in the name of protest. Yes, unfortunately, it's horrible what is happening, and I'm a little bit ashamed that we can't help to go there and do something for them. But unfortunately, the Chinese government one last through. So
yeah, and it's so heartbroken to see the humans are treated even less than the animals here in Europe. So this is why we, the new Chinese people, we are going to take down the Chinese Communist Party, because it's an evil dictatorship that has deprived the humans of their basic human rights. So it's also humanitarian work sponsored by the Rule of Law Foundation in New York, and we're all sponsored by the Rule of Law Foundation in New York. I know many Eastern European countries was once dictated by the communism, but the communism fell because the people in Eastern Europe, revolted and overthrew communism. So it's right now happening in China that the communism will be taken down by the 1.4 billion Chinese people, and this world will become a better place to be without Chinese Communist Party.
Yes, unfortunately, we've seen that the Chinese government are going exactly by what Stalin said, as in the death of a person is a tragedy, but the death of 100,000 people is just a statistic. And they don't really care about your people, and that is something which should be let known around the world. Should be a sign, because if the Chinese can do that, then other dictatorships around the world can do that as well. So we cannot let that happen to other people around the world. So we also as much as we can, we have to help you as well by just spreading the news or just standing with you. Every little bit of help helps.
Yeah, thank you so much. And in America and in the mainstream Western media, our voice have been censored because the Chinese government or dictatorship, a communist party, they use money to corrupt or influence the Western mainstream media, and but they're also attacking the democracy and freedom in the West using money, which is very sad.
Yes, unfortunately, these are the political games nowadays. If you have money, then you have power. If you have power, you have influence. So yes, well, anyway, China can any time can just threaten, we're not going to send you anything, and or just to ask for the foreign debt of the United States, and that's it. That is the leverage that the China has at the moment on the United States and the rest of other societies. So until we can't get rid of this bloody government, then nothing will change.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're determined to get rid of this evil root of the problem. And I also believe, even though money has some power, but the real power comes from people who will have a greater power to beat the evil and take down the communism. We have seen this happen in the past in the former Soviet Union, in the Eastern Bloc. We see the evil dictatorship has been overthrown by the people there. So we're encouraged, we're inspired, and we'll fight until we win.
Yes, I really hope so, and I pray to God so we can have peace around the world, because even if you want to recognize or not, black, white, Asian, doesn't matter, our blood is still red and our hearts beat in the same time. So we are still human, so we're literally brothers, even if you want to recognize or not, that they without the Chinese, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, and we're here, and we're all brothers and sisters of a global family for peace, justice, and security. Thank you so much for all you do, and keep up your good work. We love your presence. We love your work. So when is your next trip to Lviv?
Oh, I literally came today from Lviv. Today I'm going to gather supplies, and today I'm going back to Lviv.
Okay. So have a safe trip, and you know that you will be in the thoughts and prayers of many people who's watching this interview, because our viewers are the freedom-loving people who support justice, who support truth-seeking people, and I applaud your great work, and have a safe trip tomorrow to Lviv.
Today, actually. I would like to say thank you, but I would ask all your viewers to direct their prayers and thanks to the Ukrainian people, to the Ukrainian soldiers, to the Ukrainian students who unfortunately cannot go fight, who are working 24/7 in humanitarian aids. They literally sleep 3 hours a day. I've been there. I've seen that. Also to all the volunteers all around the world who are coming in Ukraine and also at the border here at Medica to help the Ukrainian people. And also, I would like to say, because even it might sound bad, but also let's pray to the Russian people that they will walk up and get rid of that regime, because the Russian people don't want more. But being oppressed so many years by communism and after that by Putin's regime, they can't talk anymore. They're the same as Chinese.
Yeah, they have same issue as we do, because yesterday I talked to the Russians for Ukrainians. So they are in the same plight situation as we do. And also, you know, Xi Jinping, the Chinese Communist Party, may attack Taiwan as the next step, but just like how Putin started invading Ukraine. And if, God forbid, if that happens, the new federal state of China, we the people will be there to provide our maximum humanitarian support for Taiwan, because injustice in one place is a threat to justice everywhere, just like how the Russian invasion of Ukraine has inspired the people from all over the world to come here to support the Ukrainian people's fight for freedom.
Yes, if Taiwan is getting attacked, then the whole world will jump in one motion and help Taiwan, because Taiwan is an independent country, a sovereign territory, which China doesn't have any right to step on it.
Yeah, and I believe that if ever Xi Jinping started the attack on Taiwan, that will be his own doomsday. He will be doomed, because the international community will start, a sanction, the maximum sanction against the Chinese Communist Party, and that will be the end of the CCP.
Yes, and also it might be also the start of World War III, but that's another scenario.
Let's hope that justice will win, and in a peaceful way, and may God bless all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.